The peoples of Pakistan, they are killed and they are sacrificed for this purpose. This is not our fault. When we shall see that what is Taliban and what is Al Qaeda, uh, we know that a war against Soviet Union was started almost in 1974 in Afghanistan. There was there was Russian imperialism, and what we saw that different forces they took part in the resistance against Russian hegemony. Uh, Finally, Russians were defeated and they had to go back. And along with that, whole of the communism that fumbled down, the idea of the communism or the ideology of the communism was defeated in Afghanistan. Afterwards, what we saw that some of the forces, there was lot of lawlessness in Afghanistan. Some of the forces, with the support of different countries, they took power in Afghanistan, and then they have started their new missions against many of the international forces. But what happened then that in 2001, when there was 9/11 in the United States of America, the people of Pakistan, they were not justifying that it is correct. But uh, United States of America, they threatened Afghanistan. They said that Osama bin Laden is our criminal. You should give Osama bin Laden to us. Mullah Umar, who was the chief of Taliban, he said that Osama bin Laden can be tried in any independent international court of justice. That was not accepted by United States of America. And United States of America, they started a war against Afghanistan. The peoples of Pakistan, they consider that this war is not justified one.
How should we deal with Taliban and Al Qaeda?
I think that if the imperialism will go back, and if there will be no imperialism, and United States of America, instead of controlling the Muslim countries by a false leadership, because in most of the Muslim countries there is no democracy, and what sort of aristocracy is present that is supported by United States of America? If they will not interfere in the Muslim countries, we are not interested to interfere in United States of America. And we should say that if there will be no imperialism, there will be no Al Qaeda, there will be no Taliban.
So tell me, I mean, in Pakistan, the naval bases are being bombed. Naval bases are being attacked. There are attacks on civilians, attacks on security forces. Then who is doing it? I mean, if Taliban are doing it, then they are probably the enemy. Who is doing all these attacks on our security forces and civilian?
Oh, I will say that the attacks on the PNS Mehran base was a very furious one, but those who have entered there, they were probably technically very strong. Taliban, they are not technically very strong. And the people of Pakistan, they can say or they consider that there will be a role of RAW and CIA and Mossad in Pakistan, and particularly targeting the naval bases and the Navy of Pakistan, because we are having a very long history of enmity with India. India has attacked Pakistan 3 times. Rather, we consider that Indian RAW, CIA and Mossad, they are responsible for all these attacks.
What is your take on the drone attacks?
Oh, we condemned it, highly condemned it. And I will say that our opinion about drone attacks is the similar opinion what is passed by the Parliament of Pakistan, that these drone attacks should be stopped. And if America considers that Pakistan is a friend, this is not a friendly attitude. They should change their attitude. They are continuously attacking Pakistan, and they are saying that whenever they will get any target in Pakistan, they will not consider any law created by United Nations or any other authority. They will enter into Pakistan, they will attack Pakistan, they will kill Pakistanis. And similarly, I will say that now the statistics, they are very much in front of us, that almost 99% peoples killed in the drone attacks, they are civilians, they are women, they are children, they are innocent peoples, nothing to do with anyone, but they are killed in these drone attacks. I should say that the Pakistanis, they consider United States of America as an enemy, and the number one cause of considering like this is the drone attacks which United States of America is continuing on Pakistan.
Now, many in US, believe that they have given tremendous aid to Pakistan, both civilian and the military aid, and therefore there are some expectation they have to expect Pakistan to sincerely fight the war on terror. What is your take on that, mainly on the US aid that we are receiving?
I think that this is misunderstanding of United States of America. By involving or by a start of this war on terror with our borders and within our boundaries, Pakistan has suffered a lot, and more than $60 billion is the deficit of Pakistan due to this war on terror. United States of America, they had given us just $1.5 billion. And our whole economy is shattered down due to this war on terror, and Americans, they have not supported us. What they are giving just to General Pervez Musharraf or probably the current rulers. They are not giving anything to the peoples of Pakistan. So the peoples of Pakistan, they consider that America is not giving us anything. And second important thing, that we can do anything with our own will. We are not slaves. That if they will give money to us, we shall start killing our own peoples, and we shall start operation against our own peoples. So we don't think that United States of America is rightful in saying. And now we consider that when Americans, they are thinking of going back from Afghanistan, they want to give more powers to India.
Okay.
We have got a very long border with Afghanistan, and India is not touching with Afghanistan since just for a single inch. So Afghanistan and Pakistan, they are part of each other, they are very closer to each other, just by American thoughts and American wishes. When they are pushing India inside Afghanistan, this is against Pakistan interest. Okay. And Pakistan peoples, they can't justify it. They consider it as an anti-Pakistan step taken by United States of America.
Last question. It looks like you consider US as the enemy. What do you expect from US in order for you to consider US as your friend?
Okay, it's a very interesting question. And one of Pakistan ruler, Mr. Ayub Khan, has wrote a book, Friends Not Masters. We are ready to accept a friend, but we are not ready to accept any master. America should go back from Afghanistan, should go back from Pakistan, and they should not try to continue their imperialism, the control over Pakistan and Afghanistan. Second important thing, that they should stop their war against Islam, because most of the peoples in Pakistan, that is war on terror is against the war on, this is war on Islam.
I will now go to the headquarters of MQM, the party that is considered the most liberal party of Pakistan, the party that has received threats from Taliban and Al-Qaeda, the party that has a strong hold in the port city of Karachi. This party has vocally spoke against massive migration of Taliban and Al-Qaeda operatives from northern Pakistan to the port city of Karachi. We got the opportunity to speak with MQM's Deputy Parliamentary Leader, Mr. Haider Abbas Rizvi, who is considered as one of the most vocal politicians to speak against extremism.
By the way, what is your take on the war on terror? I mean, is it really Pakistan's war?
It becomes a Pakistani war now because we have lost more than 30,000 civilians here and more than 5,000 are soldiers in the troops. So it turned into a Pakistani war and we have no option but to win it.
So, after the capture of Osama bin Laden, many in the US believe that Pakistan has been playing the role of a double agent. Many believe that Pakistan has been collaborating with Al-Qaeda and Taliban as well as with the United States. So, how would you like to respond to that?
No, being a state, you just cannot accuse Pakistan like that on the face that all of the Pakistan is doing like that, or all of the Pakistanis want Osama in Pakistan, or as if that Osama was the savior for Pakistan. This is not true. Most of the Pakistanis, like 95% of the Pakistanis, don't believe that those jihadi elements and the Talibans are good people. Nobody likes them here in Pakistan, but there could be some connection Osama might have in Pakistan, but most of the army, most of the ISI are not like this.
US sends billions of dollars of civilian aid and military aid to Pakistan, and therefore there are some expectation in US that Pakistan needs to play a solid role and be our ally. Now, in responding to the question, I'd like to know whether you think that Pakistan can survive without the US aid, if it can or cannot.
Let me tell you honestly, being a parliamentarian, that Pakistan have hardly received any public aid from United States. It was most of the aid was strategic in nature. That was between army and army rather than from the people of United States to the people of Pakistan. And I've raised this issue so many times with the then ambassador of United States to Pakistan and Peterson, that what you have done for the people of Pakistan. So for the very first time, they've sent the aid in the name of Kerry Lugar bill. But right now, even the situation with the Kerry Lugar is that it's 3.5 billion US dollars is due, and what we have received is $300 million. So this is a tall claim that United States have done a lot for the people of Pakistan. The truth is that it was a strategic alliance, and United States spent most of its dollars and hard-earned taxpayers' money to defeat the Taliban's, maybe in Afghanistan or maybe in Pakistan. It wasn't for the people of Pakistan at all. Definitely, we do consider the drone attacks as the violation of the sovereignty of Pakistan, but we do understand the position of the rest of the world as far as the top high-value targets in Pakistan, and especially after the presence of Osama in Pakistan, and when they terminated Osama within the land of Pakistan, I believe that the world's gonna get more aggressive towards the situation. And Mr. Obama have repeated so many times already that if they'll find any high-value target in Pakistan, they're gonna go for them. I don't know. I don't know why people are looking into the Pak-US relations in terms of intelligence discoordination or mismanagement only. Pakistan is having good relations with the United States on the planes of diplomacy, on the plane of economic issues, having good relations with the United States as far as the governmental issues are concerned. But definitely we have certain problems on the intelligence plane, and the CIA and ISI having the huge conflicts among each other. And the preferable scenario will be that both intelligence agencies should work together and try to achieve their targets on Pakistani lands with each other's support.
Tell me, the question is, many of the right-wing parties believe that Pakistan and America should negotiate with Taliban rather than using force against them. What is the stand of your party?
Yeah, I just cannot understand the philosophy of the right-wing political parties like Jamaat Islami, who are hand in gloves with Taliban right now, or JUI, Fazlur Rahman, they are hand in gloves with Taliban. And they always wanted to the government of Pakistan to have a dialogue or negotiations with Taliban. And I don't know the philosophy, and I don't really understand the philosophy of good Taliban and bad Taliban from United States as well. To me, the Talibans are Talibans, whether they are good or they are bad, but they are Taliban. There couldn't be good Taliban, there couldn't be bad Taliban. there couldn't be any negotiable Taliban, and there couldn't be just the Talibans to whom you can talk to, because they are beheading people here. They are using the suicide bombers to kill the people of Pakistan. Everywhere in Pakistan now we have lost more than 30,000 people, innocent civilians. And now you're talking about having a dialogue with them. If you need to have a dialogue with them, why you have never initiated 30 years back when you started fighting against the Taliban within Afghanistan? Now when this menace is like taking over Pakistan and even crossing Pakistan to India, how, I don't know, for how come it'll become legitimate for United States or maybe Pakistani administration to have a dialogue with Taliban? I don't know. That's not me. I just cannot support this idea.
I am now entering into the University of Karachi, the largest university in Karachi. I am going to discuss with the students and the faculty members of International Affairs Department. I will ask them what they feel about America, what they feel about US policy on the war on terror, what should be the Pakistan's role on the war on terror. Let's find out what they have to say.
Being a Pakistani, I would like to comment that the war against terror is actually not our war. It was others' wars. It was American war. It was European war. But for the sake of humanity, for the sake of international peace, we made it our war. We made sacrifices. But in return, what was given to us? This aid is not being given for granted. We are making sacrifices, and in return, of course, we accept that United States is providing assistance in military assistance and economic assistance to Pakistan. But this assistance is not being given free of cost. We are making sacrifices for in this return.
So, what is your take? How should we deal with the extremism?
I think the best strategy to eliminate terrorism is to win the hearts and minds of people. On the one hand, you are bombing people, you are killing people. This is not strategy. You should win the hearts of people. You should remove poverty. You should make the socio-economic conditions of the people of Fatah and people of Afghanistan better. If you end poverty, automatically the terrorism will be ended.
War on terror is the war of the whole world. It's war of Pakistan, it's war of America, it's war of all nations. So I think it's duty of all the nations to do war in a collective manner. So because terrorists have no any country, they have no any religion.